what do we have here? We've got our sea bass and garlic chili noodles. This is one of my favorite dishes. I'm not going to reveal the recipe just yet. Roxanne just made this looking beautiful. And then we've got the charts and we've got the planning. So I just finished up the midweek market review. Got a strong eye on Aussie CAD. I want to see if this develops over the next sort of 4 or 5 hours, probably after swaps. If we get it, great. I'll look for a continuation and a sell. Same for Aussie dollar, and then Euro dollar is more of a tomorrow play. But for tonight, I'm going to have a planning session. Love these sessions. I'm going to be going over the longer term goals and then just mapping out a few other things as well. Just kind of re-going over what I've done for Q2 so far and then what is next, because I'm going to be making some really bold moves into Q3. So I'm just going to have a little bit of a planning session and just kind of re-go over it. It's always good to refresh. So currently Wednesday night here in the UK, and it's going to be a busy end to the week.
Something on TV about mental illness, because I think a lot of mental illness is overprescribed. And there was this kid who was walking down the stairs, and he had OCD. And if he didn't walk down the stairs in a particular pattern, he'd like skip one stair, turn around, go up a stair, then do a hop and do a jump, some weird stair thing. And his two parents standing there going, if he doesn't go down the stairs in a particular way, and we put him in the car, he has a mental breakdown, he starts screaming, we have to turn the car around and let him go down the stairs, and he has OCD, and the doctor's like, yeah, he has OCD, he needs this medicine, but I'm sitting there and I'm saying, I've never seen an African kid walking for water 10 miles, turn around and do it again because they missed a step. Ever. This is not a disease. This is a brat with idiot parents.
Normally I'd balance all of these, but not taking the risk today. Alex will be here in probably about an hour or so. He's just cracking on with a few bits before he gets here. I've had a really productive start today, got so much stuff done, and it's like 9 AM. I'm already cracking on with the day. This is what I love about these days, right? 9 AM and you've already done is what it feels like a day's worth of work. That's the level of intensity and aggression you need to be moving at. I'm quite close to break even on Aussie CAD, so we'll see how that one goes. And I'm looking at Euro dollar today, so we'll see how that shapes up as well. It's going to be a good one. So what do we have here? So these are the products that I use from Symbolica. I've never tried this one before, so I want to see how this goes. And I've just got the Amiga again, but essentially the only two that I've been using is this before sleep, and then this D3K2 vitamin D. This is on another level, super important. So the magnesium and this has been just a game changer for me, especially for sleep. The magnesium has been huge, and anyone that I've told about, they've always had similar experience. But I've got the Amiga and the Heart Health, so we'll see how that goes. Managed to grab a position this morning. It's just at break even on Aussie CAD that I was chatting about. So this is more of a higher end risk trade. Got it at break even, we'll see how that goes. And then I'll be looking at, there she goes. Then I'll be looking at Euro dollar a little bit later on, so we'll see how it develops. What is it? You call any rabbits? He comes here pretty much every summer, don't you? Good boy. Basically, everyone knows him on the lane and no one messes with Sid. Go on, son. Right, so I'm just about to get some filming done. What kind of mentor would I be if I didn't put Alex onto these supplements? So let's see.
Hello, mate.
Look what I got for you.
What gas you got?
Mate, what is this?
Oh, mate. I remember the first time I had that one when I stayed the night.
Right, put it down, look, let's see what we've got.
Absolutely
So we've got the magnesium.
Yeah.
So this basically put...
That's pre-bed, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we've got...
Oh, yeah.
This is taste test time, because I've not actually tried this one. Right, what have we got? Orange cream.
Orange cream, yeah.
Right, everyone wants a little taste test.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Cream.
Don't spill it. Orange cream and Batman vibes.
Do you know what? Literally Fanta orange?
Yeah? What, better than this?
Nah. Vanilla cream is the absolute go-to.
This feels like an ad, like, I swear. I just need to be... Like, I promise you I'm not sponsored. I wasn't sponsored by... People ask me about the juice cleanse. I wasn't sponsored by any of them. I just like them. All right, we've got some filming to do. Excited for the session today?
Yeah.
Let's get it done.
Let's do it.
So I'm just waiting for this re-entry on Aussie CAD. I'm going to wait for the 1 hour close before I enter. The amount of times I've saved myself, right, from not getting into unnecessary trades. As you can see here, this is going to look more like a wick fill if we end on that bullish high test. So we've got 7 minutes, we'll wait, we'll see. So order is set, good example. Look how we closed on the 1 hour, that's the difference. So it's having the discipline to wait. So we ended on the bearish high test. So I've got my order set below here. We can come back up, we can take the high again, end on another, even better. I've got my order underneath, nice and clear below this candle here, and then if we get tagged in, great. But these are the type of trades, it's met the criteria, it's done everything that I needed it to do to meet the plan. If we get it, great. If not, then no trade. That's why on a structure like this that didn't fully commit to the first trade, you want to wait for more of a weighted time frame so you don't get caught in chasing the position, because we could end like that. You get tagged in and out, you're trying to get in too early, it comes back up, fills that wick, comes back in for an insurance entry, you've taken a loss, then out of the fear, you don't take the next trade, and then you skew your edge. So just be disciplined, wait, whatever meets the plan in that type of situation, you stick to it. Right, so we've got some business meetings to do. It's Friday, beautiful day, lots of things to get done. Had a great start to the day, got so many things ticked off, and it's only 11 AM, so very, very important meeting today, which is going to be regarding to infrastructure and how we do things moving forward. So looking forward to getting that dialed in. I'm back from my meeting. That was a really successful meeting. That was a little bit longer than what I thought it would be, but it really went into depth into a lot of important things. You know, when you're trying to build something massive, great, something that's going to stand the test of time for the next 10, 15 years, and you're thinking about infrastructure, that word goes out of people's minds. They don't actually think about, listen, if I want to build a tall tower here, certain things need to be in place. And I'm thinking about the future of so many of our traders. Like, that's really important to me, and there's certain things that you have to plan for, and you have to bite the bullet and think, well, look, it's for the good of the community, it's for the good of a much wider picture, and you have to be patient with that, and I'm totally comfortable with that because I'm committed to it. Yeah, talk me through this misposition. There was only one mistrade for me, which was $CAD 4 hour play. Now, I've been testing those 4 hours. That was a beautiful entry. It'd only be running a couple of %, but this US 30 one, this definitely slipped under the radar. This is a huge mistrade. What a beautiful AFT style entry. Like, there was multiple ways you could take this. What did that end in with a risk reward? And there was the mechanical management side to it as well, right?
11 and a bit.
11 and a bit, yeah, decent. Such a simple trade.
One, like before all of this, you wouldn't even have expected it to turn into that.
No. So before I finish up this recap, so Aussie CAD, both positions, both break even in the end, just one of those weeks. Sometimes you're going to have those weeks where these drop out and you end up with 5%. Sometimes it's going to be a break even week. Even though we did end up dropping in the end, I'm still happy with how I entered, how I managed the trades. Focus on the process. That's going to be the thing that carries you for the test of time. That's one thing for sure. So I'm going to go over a really important detail in this particular recap, and it was about the 1 hour close that I covered earlier in a different clip. But we've got some pasta hits. What have we got? Coca de Mama. This is a game changer. Whenever, because I underestimated what I had available, these are always phenomenal. So I've got a cheese and mushroom pasta with truffle oil. Come on. I don't know about you, but this channel, this cracks me up.
My 7th pizza review of today.
The passion for the pizza review. One bite, you know the rules.
Oh, yeah. No, not at all. All right, so what we got? Got a little wind picking up here.
Tell me every time you watch this, you don't want to order pizza or eat pizza.
I like that Italian sunbed.
SMB done. I went really heavy on the technical lessons on this one, so I'm really looking forward to hearing the feedback. It's like these small details that really does matter. But I'm about to cook up a barbecue. So we've got the FA Cup final taking place. I'm going to cook up some stuff for everyone, just getting the barbecue heated up. Beautiful. So I hope everyone's having a good day wherever you are in the world. And it's definitely coming into that season. Absolutely love it. Excuse me.
It comes down from deep intrinsic patterns that we don't know, meaning at the same time, when you're having a technical edge, you're saying it from the point of view of everybody understands what's happening. And I think that's where we differ on it, right? Meaning in a sense of growing up, how much probabilities do you actually truly have in your life where you're actually met with a negative feedback loop, right? As a dude, you might ask out a girl, she'll reject you. Fair enough, that's one category of probabilities. Apart from that, what grades? No, if you have high enough grades, it's a bell curve. You know, okay, I want to go to this university, I have to be on this spectrum of things. It's not really probabilities, it's product outcome in that way. So most people don't actually experience risk. And that's why I think it's a bit of a reductionist argument to say just follow the edge in that way. Because up until the edge is acquired, you may not believe the process at all, right? And then hitting it with something as simple as just believe in the process makes no sense, because just imagine someone you're extremely anxiety filled. You take 2 losses in a row, which is completely normal in your system. Are you going to believe that it's the system's 2 losses, or are you going to take it a shot on you? Because you might be someone who's filled with anxiety, maybe a bit of victim mentality. All of a sudden you're like, see, yeah, this thing never works. I'm not lucky. And you've created this identity that originally comes from something before. And that's where a lot of these things actually really come from. That, as I said, I do get your point, and I actually do agree with it in that narrative of like, because I'm someone who's actually a very data-driven person. Like I will make most of my choices off data and stuff like that. But I've also had years and years and years. Like I'll give you a most recent example actually.
If you haven't already seen, go and check out that podcast. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but the depth of knowledge and the topics discussed are absolutely brilliant. Particularly that clip that I just showed you. Love that. And I think this is really, really difficult for people to get their head across. I don't think people are confused about the idea of, is psychology important? What should I work on first? I think intuitively, most people understand that you need everything, right? But I want to give you some wisdom, if I can, which is the reason why you hear a lot of traders talk about, look, it took me 4 years to become successful, or it took me 5 years to reach profitability. The reason why you hear stuff like that is not because it took them 4 to 5 years to figure out how to trade their technical method. And it's not because they also took them 4 to 5 years to figure out themselves, right? For some people, maybe. What I think it is more so something way more straightforward. It takes people about 3 to 4 years to come to the conclusion that no matter what they know about their edge, no matter what they know about their system itself, in order for them to follow it, they need to develop a type of mindset that can follow it, because you don't arrive in trading as someone who has that type of mindset. You don't arrive in trading as someone who knows how to think probabilistically. It's just unrealistic to think that. So I think what happens is it takes people a long time to come to the realization that, right, I am the one that has to execute that system, and why is it that someone else with a competent mind that can regulate their emotions, that can be calm under pressure, can produce a positive outcome? So if traders would come to that realization quicker, you would probably find they become successful quicker, because they wouldn't wait 3 or 4 years to go, right, enough is enough, I've lost enough money, to actually come to that realization that I need to work on myself and I'm the person standing in the way of me being consistently profitable. Well then guess what? You'd see success way faster.